Hello my lovelies, hello my darlings. So I've spent a couple of nights there at that dead end road on the industrial estate and lost my hat. Don't know where I put that. Yeah, I've just got to go get rid of some rubbish now. We're in Penrhyndeudraeth and apparently there's a vegan cafe here called the Griller or something, so it might be nice to go and check that out. Looks like quite a nice little village, to be fair. Oh, here we go, car park up here on the right I think, and a recycling centre. Alrighty then, that's the bin sorted. Oh, there's Sid. Oh, there's Sid. You what there, Jelly Bean? You what there, Jelly Bean? I'll tell you what, there's ticks galore at the moment. I've lost count now. I was keeping count of how many so far. Trying to think now. I think I got another 3 off them last night. 3 the night before. And 5 a couple of days prior to that. Yeah. I just kept finding them. So what's that? 5, 6, 8, 10, 11. At least 11 ticks so far. At the end of March, early April. Or actually, yeah, end of March to early April. That's at least. That's the ones I've found on the dogs. Yeah, bit of a nightmare. Sid always seems to get them in the most awkward places, really difficult to get off, and some of them have really buried their heads in deep. So they've been really tricky. Poor old Jill had 2 on her side of her jaw, right close together, and it's swollen up a little bit into a little bit of a lump. And I got one out night before last, and then last night I was like checking it because I put some antiseptic cream on it. It's a bit sore, and I thought, oh no, there's another one in there. They're tiny. I mean, I know they're tiny anyway until they suck the blood and grow their bellies. But goodness me, just one I found crawling on Jill's head before it got its head in. But yeah, little buggers they are. We have the right to defend ourselves against parasites. I'm vegan, but I have no qualms with dealing with parasites. No qualms whatsoever. Yeah. Get rid of them, dispatch them, crush them with my nail, and then put them on the burner to make sure that they're completely gone. Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, I'm just rambling now. I don't really know what to do. Not got a lot of fuel. It's 50 pence more expensive per litre now, so it's almost, well, it's pretty much £2 a litre, 1.99.9. I might find slightly cheaper, but that's a lot because it was just under 150 when I left 4 weeks ago, left Kent. So, yeah, that's a lot. That's half a litre for £1 now. Half a litre of fuel is £1. That's 500 millilitres of fuel is £1. Oh my goodness. So I'm paying an extra 50 pence a litre, or have been steadily leading up to that. Or I will be, because I haven't put any fuel in for a couple of weeks. Well, that's not true, probably about a week. But that's quite a lot more. That's a quarter more expensive than it was. 25% increase. It's crazy. Actually, if it was 150 and it's now £2, that's more than 25%, isn't it? It's 25% now, but when it was 150, it must have increased more than 25%, I think. Not great with maths. It makes sense in my head, but I don't want to have to think about it, because then it'll just do my head in. I wonder if that's true. My mum will know. She's a great mathematician. So 25% of 150 isn't 50p, is it? Of course it's not. It's a quarter of 150. So theoretically, it's more than a 25% increase. Now it's £2, it's 25% more. But when it was 150, I'm going to work that out. Hang about. Yeah, 37.5 pence is 25% of £1.50. So the increase is more than 25%. If you look at it that way. Yeah. Yeah. Looking back, it's increased by a quarter. But it hasn't, has it? It's increased by more than a quarter. If you start at 150. Goodness me. Mind boggles, doesn't it? With maths, I don't know. Anyway, my daughters have messaged. Just going to see what they're up to. Catch up with you later, my lovelies. Catch up with you later, my darlings. Just a thought, I hope you can hear me. I'm talking very quietly because I'm in a public car park. And there's people walking about. Should have my mic on, shouldn't I? I could just be talking to someone on the phone. Having a video call. Why? 53? And I'm still self-conscious. Sometimes. As you can see, my lovelies, as you can see, my darlings, it's a beautiful day. Absolutely lovely. I am very aware though, because I've been editing. I think the past 3 or 4 videos have been a lot of driving. I mean, it's nice to see the views, but I'm so looking forward to editing some of my walking videos. But the weather's been quite rubbish as well, some of the time, so I haven't done any really long walks. Not many anyway. And I do like to chat when I'm driving. Yeah. Anyway, that said, I'm going to stop this now for a minute. Got the sea over that wall, the other side of the railway line, on my left. And that's the view on the right. It's absolutely beautiful out there. Absolutely beautiful. Just coming into Penrhyndeudraeth, so I'm going to nip to Aldi and hopefully just get a little bit of fuel. The last bit of my money for the next few days. Right, my lovelies. Right, my darlings. Just got a few bits from Aldi. Bought myself some cheap beer because the sun's shining. Rude not to. I'm going to go to Caernarfron. Caernarfron.
Turn right to stay on 2 Hunt IR Bulk.
So yeah, I'm going to go back there. It's such a lovely day. Hopefully it's going to be nice for the next few days, and I'm going to chill out there for a couple of days. Like I say, sun's shining. Be nice to be by the beach, have a couple of beers.
Head towards Penrhyndeudraeth Road, A497, then turn left onto Penrhyndeudraeth Road.
Sorry, I shouldn't have started the sat-nav off so early. Anyway.
Turn left onto Penrhyndeudraeth Road, A497.
I've actually got to turn right. So it's doing the GPS signal lost hissy fit shit at the moment. But it doesn't realise it's lost GPS signal. I'm pretty sure I've got to turn right. I'm going to check that now. Nah, do have to turn left. It's telling me to turn right again now.
Continue on Penanza Road for 3/4 of a mile.
Not on Penanza Road yet, darling. There's a roundabout down there anyway on the left side. Let's see. What does it say?
Head towards Penanza Road, A497, then turn left onto Penanza Road.
Yep, I've turned left, and now I'm going to turn left at the roundabout. The Portman dog's quite lovely, to be fair. Mountains in the distance there. Hills and woods up there. There's beaches fairly close, I think, as well. Well, here, just over the way.
Head towards Penanza Road.
How much Tesco fuel is? 183.9, and I've just paid 1.94 in the Shell. What a dickhead I am! Oh bugger! I'm counting the pennies on the fuel now. Oh, goodness me! I should have thought about that. Oh well. I only put 7.5 litres in, I think, just over, so 15 quid. I was going to put dead on £15 in, but I was chatting to some Tesco, well, a lorry driver from Holland, trying to sell me some baccy. He'd just delivered some flowers to Tesco's, and he just delivered some flowers to Tesco's and was trying to sell me some baccy. But I've given up, so a few months ago I'd have taken him up on it. Well, maybe just a couple of pouches, or one pouch maybe, or probably not, because I didn't really have the money to buy baccy.
GPS signal lost.
I suppose it depends how desperate I was back then. But anyway, I went over by a few pence. So, yeah, if I paid 1.94, that was 1.83, did I say? So that's 10p a litre cheaper. So that's £1.50. So that's almost an extra litre, is that right? That can't be right. It's a pound. 183.9, so 184 to 194.9, so 195, so that's 11 pence. It's 11 pence a litre cheaper at Tesco's. 11 times 15. Oh, I'm going again.
In 50 yards, at Porthmadog roundabout, take the first exit onto A487. Exit the roundabout onto A487.
The wrong way round the roundabout here.
Turn left towards A487,
No, I'm
then
not.
turn left. Turn left towards
Yes, I am.
A487, then turn right onto A487.
It blocked the road off. Oh, standing stones over there. It looks like an altar in the middle there, a big flat stone for sacrifices. Oh! I think me and Emma stopped in a lay-by back there. I recognise this road coming back this way now, and I've driven on it already. Oh yes, we stopped in the lay-by there, struggling to find internet, and yeah, struggling to find internet. But we had to book a campsite because we both wanted a shower. We booked a campsite for the night, fairly close to here, I suppose it must have been. Yeah, I thought I recognised it. I think I thought I recognised this road last time I was here. Okay, Caernarfron is straight ahead. What was I saying about going round the roundabout? Bloody ADHD. Oh look, there's a birdie. What was I saying? What was I saying? About the fuel
Exit
prices.
the roundabout onto A487.
I was saying about the fuel prices.
Continue on A487
Oh,
for
sat nav,
11
be
miles.
quiet. Yeah, and I was talking about the fuel prices, wasn't I? What was it? 160. Oh, I just worked it out. Now I've forgotten. 167. 165. Yeah, 11.
Continue for 3/4 of a mile.
15 times 11, 155.
Continue on A487 for 10
Oh,
miles.
sat nav, be quiet. Yeah, this camo is definitely wobbling a lot. Even when I'm driving now. I thought I'd made it better by securing it more securely, but I've just made the vibrations worse, I think. Another reason for me not to film so much of the driving. Just want a few seconds at a time, really, and any views that are particularly nice, I suppose. Actually got about 25 minutes before we get to Caernarfron. Or Caernarfron, I've got to find out exactly how to pronounce it properly. Spelt Caernarfron, I think it's pronounced Caernarfron. So, yeah, what was I thinking about? Yeah, driving and chatting. I guess I like driving when I'm chatting. I like chatting when I'm driving, rather than when I'm in the van. Part of that might be Sid. Part of that might be I'm feeling a bit self-conscious sometimes, just talking in a van. Depends. If I've got the door open or I'm sitting outside and there's people about, I do feel a bit conscious about it. I'm not going to get past them. It's alright, there's a tractor's just pulled over for me and slowing down, but I'm not going to get by. Right, so there's cars behind me. Let's overtake now. There we go. Right then. Yes, shut the window up a bit. Yeah, talking. It doesn't take up any of my time if I chat to you while I'm driving. And I know most of the time I'm just talking shit, waffling. Sorry, Mum. And yeah, but I don't know. I quite like rambling. A lot of the time, quite often, for most of my life, I've talked away to myself quite happily, not even realising I'm doing it half the time. Literally having a conversation with myself, actually answering myself as well sometimes. So it's the first sign of madness, and the second is hairy palms, the third is looking at your palms. Right, 40 miles an hour. Oh God, I'm going to have to open the window up again because it's getting hot in here. But then the heater's on. The fan isn't on, but the heater was on hot. Ambient warm air coming through. Oh, you poor cows! Or bulls, sorry. Oh my goodness. They're barely a year old and they're being sold. Oh. At the market. It's a farmer's market back there. A livestock market. Fucking livestock. Oh, it's horrible. It's horrible. A few hundred years ago, could have driven past that and there. Could have been people from various oppressed ethnic groups, mainly black, I guess, Afro-Caribbean. Well, no, it probably would have been African back then, when I'm thinking of. Bloody slavery it is. A life's a life. Sentient being is a sentient being. Shouldn't be able to buy or sell any life, sentient life. Oh God. Okay. That's killed my buzz. Yeah, what was I saying? Talking about the slave trade. I don't know my black history or much about black history, really. I know Bob Marley's song Buffalo Soldier is singing about African people, indigenous people of Africa. Were stolen from the land, that continent, and taken to America, basically as not cannon fodder, but basically cannon fodder. Only because the indigenous people of America, I believe, mostly used bows and arrows. So maybe I should say arrow fodder. Well, that's a lovely view of the sea. But you wouldn't see much from here anyway, it's a bit hazy. Yeah, they were stolen from their land, their homelands, their motherlands, taken to America to fight the indigenous people of what is now called America. The United States of yeah, hence Buffalo Soldier. Or maybe they were used to kill the buffalo as well. I expect it was both. I suspect and expect that it was because they wiped out the buffalo, didn't they? The invaders of the land that is now called the United States of America, and I guess the Spanish too, the invaders of the land that is now called Mexico. So yeah, how many, 300 years? 300 years ago? Is that right? We were still buying and selling human lives?
In half a mile, at the roundabout, take the second exit and stay on A487.
Treating them like live stock. I should say live stock. The shop has stock. You do a stock take. Animals and people should never have been treated as livestock, in my opinion. No sentient being. The same reason no one is illegal.
Exit the roundabout onto A487. Continue on A487 for 1.5 miles.
Anyway, I've probably bored you enough. Don't know if all my followers, I actually doubt if many of my followers are even that liberal. Well, don't seem to meet that many liberal people nowadays. Not out here in the world. There's quite a few fascists about, basically, even though they wouldn't call themselves fascists. They basically are. And to be honest, even though we live in a democracy in the UK,
in a quarter of a mile,
just because we choose our masters
take the second exit and stay on
doesn't mean we're not slaves or enslaved. Obviously the conditions are much better than the actual slaves that were bought and sold. But they are still bought and sold.
Exit the roundabout onto A487.
Well, maybe we're not sold.
Continue on A487 for half a mile.
Maybe not sold so much, but we are bought. And we have to have birth certificates.
In a quarter of a mile, at the roundabout, take the second exit and stay on A487.
I'm an anarchist in the true sense of the word. Believe in autonomous communities, mutual aid.
Exit the roundabout onto A487.
No gods.
Continue on A487 for 1 mile.
No masters. No patriarchy. No racism. No oppression of any kind. Which, when you think about it, makes perfect sense in my mind, unless you want to oppress your fellow man or your fellow earthlings, your fellow sentient beings. Been busy chatting. I'm not 100% sure I've taken the right turning off the roundabout. I do recognise this. We've got to go outdoors here on my left. Just a small one.
In 200 yards, turn left.
Okay.
Turn left. Continue for 3/4 of a mile.
I haven't been in this way before. But it looks like we're going over a railway line.
Continue for 1 mile.
Which, yeah, I think it's a mountain railway. Yeah, that's it. I can see the sea there. It's interesting. Ah. think I know which road I must be on. Anyway, capitalism. Smash capitalism too. We could all work basically for no pay. Wait a minute. There's so many millions of unemployed people who are probably bored senseless. If everybody was working for the community and the wider community, not for fat cats sat at the top making all this and keeping most of the wealth, people wouldn't have to work so many hours. Everything could be shared because the fat cats wouldn't be hoarding all the resources and the wealth. They hoard the resources to sell them for money. So, yeah, to me it makes perfect sense in my head. In practice, in smaller communities, anarchist communities that I've spent time living in, it works. I haven't got all the answers, but I know what I'd like to
yards,
see
turn right.
happen. I'd like to see the people at the top. Should be a circle. Shouldn't be a pyramid. Should be a circle. Everybody helping each other.
Turn right. Continue for half a mile.
Oh, now I'm not sure if this is the right way.
Continue for 1 mile.
I'm too busy talking. I know the way here. I've been here and back at least twice. More if you count going to the dustbin. No, it looks like this is the right way. Or a way. Pretty sure there was only one way in and out. The weather changes, makes everything look different as well. Yeah, but basically, if the wealth or the resources were shared and we lived in what's called a resource-based economy, practiced mutual aid and autonomy, then I believe everybody would be much happier. Much happier. Apart, that is, of course, from the fat cats, the 1% of society that keep everything to themselves. We could still have pretty much everything we have nowadays. Not that we need everything. I believe that we need to limit some of our consumerism, if not quite a lot of it, because of the damage it does to our environment. But yeah. Okay. So I've driven in from the other end by the looks of it. I think I've got to drive past the golf club before we can park up for the night. Shush, Sid. Thank you. Sydney, behave yourself. Behoove thyself, Sydney. Sydney? Sydney. I don't know why, I still find that amusing. I don't know if it's from a TV programme I used to watch. Not necessarily from anyone called Sydney, but whether it's just something that I thought was funny a while ago and have continued. Another dog walker here. Continue to find amusing. What have we got here? Oh, there. I can't see if there's a... Okay, we got a dog walker and a car. Yeah, a car had to pull over in a passing
Turn
space.
left.
Or via passing space and then turn left. I don't think so. I'm going to turn right.
Continue for 1 mile.
Oh my goodness, I'm going to have to stop and look at the map, I think. Quite lovely, mountains in the distance there. Beautiful sunny day. Just told me to turn right
Continue
then.
for 1.5 miles.
Turn right then turn left, or just by a gate. Yeah, I need to look at the map. I thought I knew where I was, but I was a little bit further away. I thought I'd come in to the park up from a different end, but then that end would have been actually from Caernarfron. So yeah. Anyway, I've completely forgotten what I was talking about now. But yeah, you're probably fed up with hearing me waffle on about anarchism, anti-capitalism, anti-fascism. No walls, no borders. No one is illegal. Etc. Yeah, I think I've said my bit. If you are interested in liberation for yourself, your family, your friends, your pets, animals that you love, like the cute little lambs skipping around the fields at Easter time. If you are interested in liberation, then I've done a little series, a book reading from a book called Total Liberation, which is very interesting. It's in a playlist on my channel. I've got quite a few of my videos into playlists now, so please check them out. It took me quite a long time to get everything into relevant playlists. I think I've picked up another subscriber. I think I've got 89 subscribers now. I had 88. So hello to my new subscribers, and hello to the previous lot of new subscribers that I probably haven't said hello to yet. Thanks for subscribing, thanks for liking, thanks for watching.
In 1/4 mile, turn left.
Yeah, it's a hobby for me really, doing this, and because I want to document my journey. I think I've got to turn left in a minute. Now I think I know where I am.
Turn left.
But I thought I knew. There we go. Why Foryd? F-O-R-Y-D, which is E. E Foryd. I don't know if the
Continue
Y
for 1 mile.
in the middle of Foryd is silent or E. So it would be Foryd. E Foryd. E Foryd. E Foryd. E Foryd. That sounds Welsh. Well, stop it, David. I hope no Welsh people are watching. I love accents though. I love talking in funny voices. My daughters will agree. They used to love me reading stories and putting on different voices for everybody. I think it's a fun thing to do. I mean no offence. Like I said, I thought I knew who I was before and didn't. But then I figured it out. Just had to come back on myself. Excuse me. Excuse me again. I haven't had any breakfast. For goodness sake, David, it's 1:20. Oh, I think someone's been muck spreading. Gosh, that is quite an aroma. Tell you what though, gosh, or is it the estuary? No, it's definitely cow shit. Sheep in the field on my right, definitely cow shit. They might be emptying a slurry pit or something. I can see a tractor parked up. They got a muck spreader on the back. I tell you what, I still love that smell. I was brought up on dairy farms and I love the smell of cow shit. If I'm feeling a bit sick or queasy, the smell of burning leaves and cow shit
In 300 yards, turn right.
tends to settle my tummy. Is that weird? Probably. Time to ride
Turn
out.
right, then your destination will be on the left. Your destination is on the left.
I don't think that the tide went this far out before. Yep, here we go. Bit bumpy. But I'm going to pull back into where I was the other day. You probably will have already seen the video. I've got my spot back. I can park. Up here against the grass a little bit next to the boulders.